Okay.
Alright, cool. So let's screen share. Um, share screen. Display one. Alright, can you see everything? We're good?
It's just loading. Oh yeah, I can see it now.
Awesome. So this was the this
Wait, how do
Varus
I make
game,
it
yeah?
full screen? Okay, I've got it. Never mind. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm
Yeah,
assuming
it's
it's
the
this Varus
Varus game.
game? Okay.
Yeah.
I checked your builds just to make sure you're doing everything right in terms of runes and shit, masteries. That seemed alright.
Yeah.
Uh, other than that, let's just get into it then. So, since this was recent, you probably remember a lot about this game. What were your thoughts on it?
I thought I did pretty well in lane phase. But I think out of lane I was a bit lost. I wasn't sure like where I should be, and then they got like a random Baron and snowballed the game from it.
Okay.
But I feel like I could like because I got a pretty decent lead in lane. I feel like I could have punished harder with the lead I had, but I
Okay.
didn't.
Well, so you go in. Okay, let's pause it here real quick. So you go in this game, you see Jace, Nunu, Orianna, Caitlyn, Braum. What are your thoughts against their team comp? What do you think you got to do to win this game in terms of mid game?
So they're going to be looking to siege like 4-1, I guess, with Jace pushing into Malphite on top lane, and then like Kaden traps in mid, and I mean we don't have that much wave clear. So I guess looking to get like Castellan ahead, and then he can go into a side lane, and we can 1-3-1 maybe.
Okay. And do you see any immediate threats to yourself?
No, not really. Like they don't really have much dive apart from Jace, but he's kind of squishy,
Yeah. So I think
and I can peel for myself. So
this is a game where, this is like on you to carry. Honestly,
yeah,
it's a really easy game for you to carry because you've got a really good team set up. Like obviously it's not, the most optimal comp, but you've got a lot of dive, you have a thresh, you can self peel, they don't have really heavy engage besides
yeah,
maybe the Jace getting a pick. So um that's what surprises me is that if you felt lost in mid game, and I think mid game is actually one of the easier points for you to play this game.
yeah.
Alright. Really nice level one. I'm just gonna mute the sound.
Right.
That was good. Nice trade. You've pretty much just won level one now. Oh
Yeah,
god. Okay,
just push
missed
for level 2.
CS.
Yeah, I missed some CS. This was one of the first games I played today, so my CS was pretty bad, I think.
Okay. I think you could have stepped up a bit more there. Um, just 'cause like this Caitlyn's low.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to be
Oh
backing
yeah, I
off
shouldn't I
so
shouldn't have
much.
backed off there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause like Thresh is looking in to push to go in on her because you have the health advantage, so you can just be a bit more aggressive. That's
Yep.
a very minor thing, but whatever.
Could have got another auto or two in there.
Exactly.
Plus, I think she started Doran's blade as well, so she only has one potion.
You're about to hit level 2. You should be stepping up here. Auto this creep first and then go up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, that's unlucky. Yeah, I mean, this so far has been alright. I think again, you could have played it a bit more aggressively just because you had the health advantage on her. Um, yeah, just keep doing that kind of shit. Like, you can just step up whenever you want, because you're just going to be trading at a health advantage. Like, again, here, it's just, you need to play off your support.
Yeah,
Cause,
I
like,
walked back again.
yeah.
Need to keep trading.
Because, like, if they want to keep, yeah, you're kind of in the creep wave, but look at your health compared to hers, like, you're just going to win that. So, obviously,
Yeah.
if you avoid the Braum and shit, but he already used his Q on Thresh. And even if you take a slightly bad trade, since you have sustained advantages, Jesus, oh man, that's
Yeah.
CS. Um,
uh,
yeah. So now, wow, that was a great hook.
yeah, it was nice. I feel like we could have killed her there.
Let's take a look. Uh,
If he'd like flash autoed, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth.
So one, I don't think you needed to use your Q here. Like when you're this low on mana, using your Q is just he's gonna block it, even if it hits, doesn't do damage. But
Yeah,
what? That's a fuck whatever. That's just nitpicky. Um, so here you get the yeah. If you both flash auto, well he did auto. Oh, I don't even think that would have. Yeah, that would have killed her. Yeah.
maybe.
It sucks, but like you honestly you blew all their sums and all you used was ignite and your flash, so that's fine.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
I think maybe after she flashed, it's not worth like flashing after her. Just
Yeah, I think. Well, no,
push the wave.
I think it was fine for you to flash after her, because that burned a lot more. And like again, if Thresh had flash autoed, it would have gotten the kill. He didn't, so that's too bad. But like I think it was fine.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. This guy's hitting some nice hooks though.
yeah, this guy is actually really doing a lot of work.
Oh, this was
What the
tilting.
fuck?
That was. Oh.
Yeah.
How did he actually die though? Was it a creep?
He,
Yeah, like
yeah.
one creep killed him. So yeah,
That was actually pretty just unlucky.
yeah.
Um,
I think it's worth to go for the first blood though,
yeah, I
like
don't
using the
think.
heal and getting first blood.
I think yeah, at the end of the day it's like whatever. I don't
Yeah.
think you really lost too much off of it. You got first blood, she's gonna catch the wave, but it's really not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got Vamp Scepter. Seems like your team's doing alright. This Thresh has been landing some really good hooks.
Mm-hmm. Bit behind on CS, but I've got a
I
big
mean,
wave
yeah,
pushing
you'll
into me.
catch that. It's not a big deal. Okay, so now you should be just communicating to Kha'Zix. So just say, okay, no sums bot, just gank bot, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I think again, like obviously communicating in solo queue is not going to be as effective in a team as it is in a team environment, but there's you don't lose anything for just saying that. And for all you know, this Kha'Zix will just say, oh, okay, yeah, I'll come bot, or he might tell you to fuck off. It doesn't matter. But you might as well just say it because they have no
Yeah.
sums. Um, so you're maxing Q here.
Mhm.
Do you think it was the right call?
I don't know. Like I always max Q. I didn't realize you should max something else.
Really? Okay, so this is yeah, this is something that I've been I'm not too sure on because I've seen a lot of different sorry, level paths for Varus. Um,
Okay.
so I've seen E max into W max and Q max last. I've seen Q max to W max to E max last. I've
Yeah,
seen
that's what I do.
Q, I've seen Q then E then W, and I've seen E then Q then W. So I've seen just like the only thing you don't do is W first.
Mm.
Um, I think in this game, like especially since they have double tank in terms of Nunu and Braum, and also since Braum's primarily gonna be blocking your Q, I don't
E
know
then
if you.
W max maybe.
I think E then W. Like I've seen it a
Yeah.
couple times in competitive play. I've also seen the Q max in competitive. Um, I personally just think Q max now with Bork is just not that effective. But I'm not an AD carry player and I still see the Q max. So I was just curious on your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense against Braum going E then W. I can't remember what I did this game. I think I actually did Q then E then W.
Yeah, I think
I'm
definitely you need
I'm
the
not
W
sure.
second, just
Yeah, I
'cause
agree. Okay, I'll try doing that.
just try it out and see if you like the like against like tankier teams or against a Braum or something where the Q is not going to be as effective. Try the
Yeah.
Emax first. I'm not too sure on it. I've seen every like I'm here. Let me just I have the fucking Varus builds up. Let's check real quick. Skills. Yeah, so E okay, so Q to E to W is picked the most.
Yeah, that's the one
Then
I do.
Q W E and then E W Q. And that has the highest win rate, but that like win rate doesn't mean too much. The pick rate's significantly lower as well. And even the win percentage increase is only like 3%.
Mm.
So yeah, so I mean this all of these builds, I guess all of these are effective. Just try this out and see if you like it. in certain situations. I think it's better here than the Q max for sure.
Yeah, yeah, it
Um,
makes sense.
okay, yeah, so that was an aside. Anyway, so for the rest of this lane, you just have to be aware that because you have no sums too, you need to be very careful about pushing up. Uh, like at this point, the second you move past this wall, like here, you want to be telling Thresh that like we need vision topside here, because the
Yeah.
second you overextend, like this is kind of just think of this as the second you cross this line, like this wall here, typically you're too far extended that this ward doesn't help too much.
Hmm.
Um, I mean that's not always gonna be the case, but just it's just like you have the trinket ward up, your Thresh probably has his trinket up, you might as well ward it. The wave is pushing into.
Yeah, like we should go and ward now because we
Exactly.
can clear the pink and try if they've got one
Because like
while the wave's pushing in.
right now, if Nunu is coming bot, you guys are probably dead.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, another hook.
Yeah, this Thresh is
Another
really
one.
fucking good with these hooks. You need to not do that.
Oh yeah, I die here, I think.
You're too so when he lands the hook for sure, but once this Braum shield shows up, you just have to back off.
Yeah.
Um, because and like I don't think Thresh should have flayed Braum into you either, but yeah, you're just not gonna win that trade because she got the level lead because she was farming that entire wave by herself because Braum died.
Hmm.
And two, you're just autoing a Braum shield. So,
Yeah.
yeah, in the creep wave as well. So, I mean, you trade one for one, but again, you die. Um,
Thresh
the
actually gets out of this somehow.
holy shit, what?
Insane.
Dude, this Thresh is a
Yeah.
fucking monster. So again, it's okay, but uh, what? What? All right, well, okay.
Yeah, it was
Um,
interesting.
yeah, that worked, I guess. So, okay, so you're 1-2-1. I think you played. Yeah, Thresh is saying is right. You can't really just straight up fight him in a 2v2 because Braum just is a lot more effective in a straight all in because of the shield.
Yeah.
But the one time you guys won earlier was because you baited his shield out early with your Q and then you guys got the hook. So you got to be playing around his shield cooldown.
Yeah.
That's every
So when you
Braum
used his
lane.
shield there, when I died, you should have just backed off
Like
and then
immediately.
re-engaged once
Exactly. Because
once
I
it was
think
down.
Thresh played it bad too. To be perfectly frank, I don't think he should have flayed them backwards instead of flaying him forwards. But like the second this hits, like it's nice and you got your chunk damage. But the second you commit to this, you're doing nothing. You're effectively doing nothing. Um,
Yeah, exactly.
and then you're forced, and then yeah, they just get in on you. So, here you take the nice trade, you chunked her, and then you just keep doing that. Like you just start zoning her with your health lead.
Okay. It's a nice Cassidon play.
Yeah, Kassadin dying 1v1 to Ori is unfortunate.
Trying to flash the auto attack.
Um, yeah, again here, it's also you don't need to be auto like. Are you no? You're trying to trim the wave. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Again, typically against lanes like this, when they have no sums, you wanna force them to like you wanna try to establish a freeze because they're just easier to gank, right?
Yeah.
You see, like right here, you don't need to use this Q.
Shouldn't have done that.
No, yeah, yeah, exactly. You had a really good freeze. You had a really good freeze, and then you kind of just fucked it up. Um, yeah,
So
because
try and freeze it near my tower
right,
so they
exactly.
can
Like
get
I mean,
ganked. Yeah.
almost. So if you don't have jungle pressure, um, and you're not strong enough to bully them on their tower, which you're not because you have a Braum and it's Caitlyn, uh, you always want to get a freeze. Because what do you get when you have a freeze? One, you're fucking safe because you're over here. So you have almost minimal jungle pressure. Two, you force them to overextend. So now they're easier to gank. And three, if you're really ahead, you also can deny them the CS and XP because they can't overextend.
Yeah.
Uh, and you know that they don't have sums, so there is no reason for you to push. Like in competitive, it's different because you want because people will coordinate their vision and you want to be taking the tower first. But in like even in competitive, you'll see bot lanes just get frozen on and they can't do anything. And it's very important that if you can establish a freeze, especially when they have summoners down and you have a thresh or something else that assists the gank, you do that.
Okay.
Because you just let this Caitlyn, like you're just gonna give her a free wave for nothing when she could have
Yeah.
just gone completely fucked. Okay, Brahms inting. But see exactly what I mean. Like they overextended here, and you just got 2 kills. Awesome. At this point, the lane should be fucked. I think you've probably just hard won this lane now.
Yeah.
She just lost so much farm. Yeah, good call on the Drake.
He had no
Oh
smite
shit,
though.
smite's
Yeah.
down. Okay, then just back. Just back.
Yeah, I did like a random roam mid, didn't work out.
I think it's an okay idea. I just think that the likelihood of that was never gonna happen. But I think it's good that you're thinking. A good bot lane should always try to roam mid if they can't do anything bot lane. But you had a good opportunity to just back there after you couldn't do the Infernal.
Yep.
I think you should have bought a pink ward instead of a dagger.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you're
My
shitting on
coach
this
says
lane.
that as well.
Yeah, I mean, pink. It's just, it's one of those things where visions, like, everyone and their mom's gonna tell you to get more vision, and so after a certain point, it kind of just becomes like, okay, vision, vision, vision. But just think of it like this: if you have a pink ward here, and you can put it in this river, or you can put it somewhere like, even in your lane, you just kind of guarantee the fact that you can just continue dicking on these guys for however long you want, because you will always be able to defend that pink ward. You will always have that vision, and that way you can guarantee that you can react to movements around the map.
Yeah.
So it's just like if anything, pink wards just give you the opportunity to play the way you want to play. So
So
here,
should I be freezing it here again?
yeah,
Freeze.
again
Yeah.
here it's like you should just be looking to freeze. Like you don't need to shove it, because if you just shove it, you can't bully your under tower, right? Like it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Um, and like what does this do to you? Like, because now you're just overextending. You're just trading farm when you could be trying to get a bigger advantage in your lane, right?
Hmm.
Like you've got a lead, but you're not. The way you're playing the lane is that doesn't do anything, because Caitlyn's so long range, Braum is so defensive that unless they majorly fuck up, like at this point you can't do anything, right? Like you're the one playing back now because of the way. See, and again, you can just freeze it. Like they're
Yeah,
just
keep that
letting
there.
you. They let
Yeah.
you freeze it. They're playing this lane really badly in terms of their wave management. Like, right? Look how aggressively she's allowed to play, because the white lane's in the middle of. Wow, are they really fighting this? Yeah, I mean, they saw
Again, I was hitting the
Kha'Zix.
Braum shields
Yeah,
and
they
I did
saw
no damage.
Kha'Zix. They actually played this pretty well. See, like right here, the second this goes in,
Back
you
off.
just wait, and you should try to go. You should try to ignore the Braum here. The way you can play this is you can just walk like this and just go on her, right?
Okay.
Because Braum's on your Thresh for some reason. Um, to be honest, I don't know if you win the 1v1. Do you?
I think she's got BF plus Zeal.
So probably not. So I guess
I
actually
don't think so, no.
your call's right. If you can't win that, then it's okay to back off. But then you just back off.
And
Um,
also, like running into Braum, he can just like put passive on me, and then I'll get stunned by Caitlyn.
yeah, yeah.
So
You're right. That was so. Yeah, I think your initial call to back was fine. They have what?
yeah, interesting.
All right, that was a weird fucking. Huh. All right. Well, that happened.
And then it just takes my CS.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Pretty good TP IMO.
Crazy good TP. Uh, Yeah, he's going for the tower, but that's never gonna happen. Yeah, all right. Um, yes, they got a good all in there. That's props to them. Just these kinds of Qs, I don't think you should be thrown out because you're super low on mana, and this doesn't do anything, right? Like at this point, the poke's not that useful. Try to just
Yeah, it's
hold
not
on to your
worth.
mana just in case. Uh,
Okay.
like when you have higher health values, or if they're super low, these Qs are great because you can throw them around a bit. You can like if they're at low health, those Qs are really punishing. But when it's like a Braum, he's almost at full health. Like the Q is just a waste of your mana.
Mm.
Like right now, you're out of mana. And this, wow, see, look, an extra Q here.
Yeah, I could have at least killed Nunu, I think.
Yep, exactly.
Unfortunate that they have TP advantage.
Yeah, I still think you played that fight really well and it worked out. I don't think it was really that bad. Um, and now you're in a really good spot. I mean, you're gonna have to, yeah, okay, good. I was like, you need to be careful with your back here.
Yeah, yeah.
As long as Kha'Zix defends, I think like your back's really solid. You got Berserkers and uh, fuck's its name, Bork.
I don't think I can't remember what I went. Did I finish? Yeah, I did. Or did I? No, I'm trolling.
Why?
Oh well, I wasn't sure like which boots to go this game. Like I
Um,
was thinking about Mercs. But yeah,
No, no, there's not enough guaranteed CC for you to want to go Mercs. Cause like, okay, so there's Nunu slows, which is fucking annoying, but honestly, you should be kind of able to outrange him, and Mercs even against that's not that effective. There's
yeah,
Braum stun, which is like again, ideally you're not getting stunned. And if you do get stunned, you're probably fucked if Braum's on top of you to begin with.
mhm.
Um, and that's it, right? Like the knockups don't, Mercs doesn't affect that. And
So just go Zerkers.
yeah, and Ninja Tabbies
Alright,
I don't think are that effective this game either. I
no,
think Zerkers would have been so good here.
okay. I think that's what I end up going.
Okay, yeah, I think you would have had a much better buy, than just a fucking crit glove.
Yeah,
All right, well, good
random crit
cleanup.
glove. So at this point, we're actually in a good spot.
I mean,
But
you're giant now. Like at this point, I
yeah,
think, you know, this game's kind of firmly in your hands. You're 5-2. You've got some good, like, you should have about 10, 20 more farm than you have, but that's not a big deal.
yeah, I
When
missed
you're,
quite a lot in
yeah.
the early game actually. Need to
Um,
work on my CS thing.
I think that's been an issue of yours for a while.
Yeah,
Uh,
before first back, I missed a lot of CS. Yeah, I should be at like 125, 130 right now.
yeah, but, so now it's just, yeah, like, I think again, you communicate. It just, I don't know why, but players don't talk with their junglers in solo queue that much. I think it's like, obviously, you're not always going to get a good response, but you should just try to get in the habit of like trying to add some shot calling to your team. You don't lose
Okay,
anything for it just by saying, we can make a play bot.
yeah.
You don't like, it takes one sentence to change the entire flow of a game. Because next thing you know, Kha'Zix goes bot, you take a tower, right? Like,
hmm Yeah, I think like Malphite was forcing him to come top by being rather toxic.
well, see, exactly. I mean, you can kind of be that guy. Like, you don't need to be toxic, but junglers typically listen to what people say. Like, especially if you're, like, you make sense. Like, especially if you're doing well, right? If
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
five
yeah.
and two Varus is saying, yo, we can kill bot and take tower, your jungler's gonna be like, yeah, that's a good call. Uh, so
I was trying to ping Thresh to go for an all in here because I'm super strong.
yeah,
Like my autos do so much damage right now
I mean,
with my W and
you
bot
got
trick.
Bork, right? Like, there's no
Yeah.
fucking way she beats you right now. Um, And you can shred through Braum now as well.
Yep.
Yeah, so again, I think definitely the Emax second was just bad. I don't think it does anything in this game. Like they've got too many high health targets. Where I think W
Mm.
would be a lot more effective. Like you can just go on it this year, right? Like, why don't you
Yeah.
all? You have Bork up. Your Thresh can follow up. Like even if it's Braum, he's just inting here. Yeah, you should have just killed him.
Yeah, I should have ulted.
That's at least now you're going looking for a play. I think. Yeah, you're pushing this up and you're trying to force something, but I don't know if you can here. And you have your trinket up. Just put a ward down in river. You're too scared to move up because you're like, oh shit, Nunu might be here. Well, you've got wards. You don't need this trinket,
Mm.
right? Like in the bush, what does that matter? Just go ward up the river.
Okay.
Because like they're never gonna get bush control on you guys because you're so fucking ahead. So I might as well just ward the river. And again, you're just auto shoving the like. If you can't bully them at tower, then you might as well not shove the lane. And you see Nunu there, so you should be a bit more aggressive. You saw Oriana mid too. Yeah, yeah.
Should I try and get the lanes to restart at this point, and
So
then like all in them in the middle?
well, you have two options here. One is okay. Bot lane is just sitting under their tower because we just shove it out. Then, if that's gonna happen and you can't do anything, you know that roam mid you did earlier, you can do it again. Because you've got your
Yeah.
ult up, your flash is almost up. Kassadin just slows her, you just fucking alter, and you can maybe make a play. Because like they're gonna be shoved in if you just shove this next wave. So that's one
Hmm.
option. Second option is you push out again and you just chunk their tower down and you look for the tower, which is also a fine play. The third play is you just freeze it here and you just either force them to back or you just keep denying them CS and like the wave freezes here and you just like stand here and like you just say, okay, you want to get CS, you got to come to us, right?
Yeah.
Those are your three options. I think your worst option, where you do nothing, is you push the wave out and then you sit AFK here,
Yeah.
right?
That's what I kept doing. I keep pushing it in as well. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, it's good to see these things because this is autopilot behavior, right? It's like at this
Yeah.
point you're like, okay, I'm ahead, but I don't really know what to do, and you're not thinking about it. You're just saying, okay, I'm just gonna push the wave out because this is like all happening in a minute. So you're focusing on your CSing. You're just looking at them. You're not thinking actively, but you want to get in that habit. Every time you
Okay.
get a lead like this, you have to be thinking, okay, what can I do in the next minute? Like, can I win
Yeah.
this game by 20 minutes? Like, what do I need to do that, right? And now, what the fuck is Kate doing?
Yeah, we killed them both. So.
Okay, yeah, so I mean, you know where you get the wave here and then you freeze it? Well, instead, they just run up into you and they die for it.
Yeah.
Um,
It
so
was
great.
random.
Like, they actually just inted you. Feels good, man. Um, yeah, you must have fucking thrown hard. uh,
This game was reminiscent of the free money enclave game from
yeah,
last week. If you remember that game,
I don't
the
remember
third
much
one,
of
the
it. I
third
tried
one,
to block out those games, to be perfectly honest. I think
when
you should have
they get a
gone.
random Baron at like 20 minutes and they just push and end with it.
Actually, no, I think your back was fine. So now I think you're just like, okay, I can 1v9 this game. Our fucking Kassadin's strong. Our Kha'Zix is strong. Ah,
Oh, yeah, I
don't
went
go
Mercs.
Mercs. Yeah, Mercs I just think are so
Yeah, my bad.
ineffective here.
Oh, I thought I went Joekerism. I guess not.
And honestly, you should sell your refillable at this point. You've got your
Get pink
Bork. Yeah,
wards.
yeah, right. Like,
Yeah.
again, pink wards are such a minor thing, but they can do a lot. So just get in the habit of buying them. They help a lot more in competitive, but you want to use solo queue as practice, like not directly for competitive because it's not competitive, but getting into like item buying habits like that are pretty good. Um, yeah, you just man, I don't know why Thresh was pulling back there. That was like a free kill again, but it's all right.
That was a pretty bad trade though.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Thresh stepped back. I mean, you should be able to heal up. Yeah, this Thresh is like landing really fucking good hooks though. Oh, yeah, but that's in this. Hmm.
Was my ulti up?
It was not.
Oh.
Um, Man, that sucks that
I
you
missed
missed
my Q
that.
as well.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was the big thing. Because if you hit that, you kill Braum easy.
yeah.
It like these kinds of fights can't be happening when you're this ahead. It's just, it's
Oh,
really,
Fresh actually cancelled an auto there as well. I think he was trying to give me the kill. He like walks towards her instead of autoing.
yeah. And this in,
So it's like partly my bads, but partly
this
his fault
entire
as well.
chain of events was partially both people's bads. Yeah, uh,
Just uncoordinated.
yeah. It's just you can't be affording to give up these kinds of fights when you're this ahead because you're the 7-2 Varus.
Yeah.
Um,
Kha'Zix gets a nice cleanup though.
yeah.
He plays this pretty well.
She's dead, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool. Kha'Zix is a good champ. And my YouTube froze. Okay. And you're going. You press tab.
I think I was like thinking about Nunu, and I saw that some of them had like Ninja Taba and stuff.
I'm not sure if it was the right build. Hold on. Yeah. Getting some armor. He's got armor. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think you just need to. You don't need to upgrade it. You just sit on that, and then you can go your other item.
Okay.
Because the armor pen doesn't upgrade anymore, right? So you're getting the same amount of armor penetration regardless, I believe. Let me double check that just to make sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that actually.
Last Whisper. I know it used to upgrade, but I don't actually remember anymore. Um, Last
So
Whisper gives
35% bonus armor pen.
35. This gives 35.
Yeah, so it's the same.
Yeah, you just get the bonus effects with it, but I mean that's whatever. So you can just hold on to a Last Whisper here. You don't need to upgrade it.
I think I went more to Reminder anyway, instead of Lord Doms.
I think Lord Doms would have been better too. I mean, Mortal Reminder is not bad, honestly. It's just the only healing on that team is Caitlyn and Nunu Q, which like Nunu's
Yeah,
not really gonna be doing in team fights. So,
yeah.
well, I guess if he has Bond of Stone, eh.
I think,
Whoa.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
they stole
Nunu,
Baron. Yeah.
20-minute Baron.
That's a BG. You should
That's
try
what
to
turned
call
the
that
game.
out. I totally forgot that too, but next time you see a Nunu, just say care 20-minute Baron and ping it out around 19 minutes. And just make sure your team's
Yeah.
aware.
I did. Yeah, it didn't even cross my mind to be honest, because I
Yeah.
thought we were really far ahead. I didn't think they'd go for it, but
Oh, yeah, that's the time where you have to think they can go for it, because that's a
yeah.
desperation Baron play. He has bonus stones. So you know what? I think Mortal Reminder is okay. I just don't think you need it this early. I think you should go more damage. Um,
Okay.
Just because you're this far ahead, like, the Last Whisper's fine, but you don't need the actives for either one of them. I mean, the other effects for either one of them. Um,
Yeah. So just like go IE,
yeah.
or I've seen people go Gwynsu's as well. I
I
don't
think
know what's best.
Guinsoo's is situationally okay. I think IE would be better here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the fact that you don't have Zerkers really hurts your fucking attack speed against Nunu, especially because
Mm.
he's got Frozen Heart as well. And you're not maxing W. Second, yeah. So you give this up. You need to be careful with your positioning here. If Braum had ulted you, you might have died.
Yeah, this didn't go to plan.
Um, yeah, you just gave up a lot here. So let's take a look at this fight. Yeah, you just don't have enough DPS at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like,
It's unfortunate that Caitlyn didn't die there as well.
yeah.
Yeah, the game kind of goes to shit from here. I like randomly walk in and die here. This was super dumb.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Yeah.
Holy shit, they just like.
They chased Caitlyn instead of recalling though. It triggered me.
Did you ping them back?
Yeah, I pinged the in-head multiple times.
Okay, yeah, that's their bad.
I shouldn't have walked in though, but I think the
No.
in-head was gone. Or the tower was gone.
The tower was definitely gone regardless if you were there or not. That Jace got like 3 towers off of that fight
Yeah.
mid bot too.
Yep.
Um, yeah, that Baron actually just won them that game. Holy fuck.
Yep.
But
Plus Rift Herald and Baron. It's insane.
yeah.
That was funny actually. I played with the game after this. I played with the exact same Nunu, and we won the game by getting a 20-minute Baron again.
Yeah, the 20-minute Barons are good. Who would have
Yeah.
thought? Yeah. At this point, the game is really fucking hard, actually. Again, I think you didn't lose anything too significant. Yeah, this guy is correct. There's a massive gold swing there.
Yep.
I think your itemization was an issue, but and like you definitely could have played the lane a lot better. I think with the advantage you got, you should have been able to take bot lane tower a lot earlier and been able to kind of leave the map sooner. But
Yeah.
I mean, you still
Could
did
have put
well.
Caston in a side lane if we got bot tower and then rotated mid.
Uh-huh.
That would have been good for us, I think.
And yeah, you can't do this.
Yeah,
Like you
this
just
was
have to
bad.
use your flash. Um, like it's just so greedy. I mean, he doesn't he dies here for it, but like
It's not worth though.
that doesn't give them get you anything, but it gives them your sums, right? So
Yeah.
and they have to spend time chasing this guy down when like yeah, your lane assignment's bad. So the second you go here, you push this lane out and you're like, okay, that's me done. You know, I'm time to back and go to
Okay.
another lane. Because now you've got this lane shoved out. That's fine. You don't know where they are. Like you've got the right idea here, but then you kind of greed for this next wave. Like it's gonna push. So,
I should just go top because they're all moving
exactly.
top.
Yeah. You just were on the wrong side of the map and you cost your sums. You got a kill for it, but their split pusher did exactly what he needed to do.
Yep.
Was distract people and then you lose tower here. And yeah, like
Yeah. They
this
get a free tower.
when you're getting
And then,
picks
this
here.
was super bad as well. This game.
Well, you got a good pick. What happened?
You'll see. Caitlyn just like kills us all.
Oh. Jesus fucking Christ.
Man, Caitlyn's actually so strong, it's insane.
Yeah, I mean, holy fuck. Actually, yeah. I mean, they use your Boric. Which you might. I don't think you're ever in range to effectively use it. Um, but again, like this Caitlyn could have also been significantly more behind. Because even though
Yeah, exactly.
you got a lead on her. You didn't set her behind. You just got a lead.
Yeah.
And it's just as
That
important to
happens a
set.
lot to me actually. I don't punish hard enough in lane when I get a lead.
Yeah.
And they end up like catching up again.
Like, first of all, you dying when you're 7-2 and she's like whatever is bad enough, but the fact is she's up on CS and like yeah, you want to win your lane. You don't want to just do well and get ahead. You want to fucking shit on the other person because
Yeah.
that's how you win the game. Not just you getting a lead, but make like you get big so you become worth 2 people and you make that other person useless. You make it a 4v6.
Yep.
So yeah, I think again like it's interesting because I think you played the lane well, but you could have played it so much better
Hmm.
to carry. And then this mid game was actually really bizarre. I don't think a lot of it was on you. Uh, I get yeah. Next time, just if there's a Nunu, be aware of the 20-minute ban. That's your lesson learned. That's my
Yeah.
lesson learned. I totally didn't expect it either. Um,
So random.
yeah, and then like you kind of inted top and you pretty much inted bot. Your lane assignment was bad, but even then, like those weren't what cost the game. It was just that you could have just made this a 4v6 and made this Kate like, you know that Caitlyn that's got no farm and has 0 items and is just the most useless piece of shit ever. That's what this
Yeah.
Caitlyn should have been with what you got bot lane, but you ended up shoving the lane too much. You want to work on your wave control. That's the big
Yeah.
thing you want to take from this game is you autopilot in lane. You're just thinking, okay, I'm just gonna shove the lane out, whatever. Like if you shove one lane out and you realize I cannot bully this bitch under tower or I cannot take this tower, then you have to say, how do I get her out of tower? And that's you set
Freeze
up
it.
a freeze, or
Yep.
you, yeah, you know, like you do think like, or you play around neutrals. You do something to punish her for being under tower 24/7. Um, but the worst thing you can do is just keep pushing her out in and just like let her free farm even when you've got a lead, because then you just do nothing but
Especially
lose.
for Caitlyn as well.
Yeah,
She's like so safe and has so much range. Yeah.
yeah. So
We could have just all in them over and over, and then
exactly.
taken tower. Yeah.
So you've got the right idea here. So yeah, the rest of this game, I don't think there's too
Yeah.
much.
It's
It's just a slow
just.
burn.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so that's what you want to take from this game is your wave
Okay.
control. I think you still played the lane well, but like that's the difference between how you get to being like a master player to being just a challenger player, where you see those challenger players just fucking destroy master players because they
Yeah.
understand these concepts. So work on that. It's gonna take some time to get out of that autopilot behavior. You just have to keep yourself focused. Like every minute, just think about what you
What
can
should I be doing
yeah,
next? Yeah.
next minute. Like if you have to go to fucking Google, use a metronome. Like just look up metronome. Um,
Oh yeah. Someone suggested that to me as well.
and just
Every time it ticks, you look at the map or like think
yeah,
about what you should be doing. Yeah.
like obviously you have to like you can turn it down or turn it up, but just do that. Play off that. Like that can be helpful.
Okay.
Just to
I'll try that. Yeah.
kind of reset. I mean, honestly, the metronome here is pretty constant, so you might get tilted. But if you can find a way to set up
Bit slower than
like
that.
every
Yeah.
minute or something, then you're good. All right, awesome. Was there anything else you
Cool.
wanted to discuss or had questions about?
Uh, no, I think that covered everything. To be honest, that was really helpful. I'll definitely try and work on my lane control and wave control. Try and
Okay,
punish people harder.
fantastic. Well then,
Yeah,
good luck on
super good.
that, and good luck in your games Monday and
All right,
Tuesday.
thanks, man. I appreciate you doing this. It was really
Yeah,
helpful.
no worries, dude.
All right,
All
I'll
right,
talk to you later, then, man.
later.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.